All right, 2018 season of IMSA GTD. Here we are, the final tier, tier 19. It is called Champion tier, and we get three relatively longer races, three cup races, all requiring PR 82.3, which for all the cars involved in this series basically is gonna cost you the same in terms of upgrade cost. 863 gold. My garage is fully upgraded in this category thanks to various upgrade discounts we've gotten over the course of history here. So you don't need to max out, but what you do need to get is you need to max out engine, drivetrain. Body, you need 3 out of 4 upgrades. Same for suspension. Exhaust, 3 is what you get, so you do have to get all 3. Brakes, it's a cheaper category, so you do want to max that out. And then tires and wheels, you also need 3. You don't need the last one in order to meet the PR requirement of 82.3 here in the final tier. So, by not getting, by skipping those 3 final gold upgrades, in the categories of body, suspension, and tires and wheels, you do save a good chunk of change if you cannot afford it yet. Of course, fully upgraded cars do come with certain perks. But with that all being said, let's see if we can hop into this 8-lap cup at the Brickyard. And out of the 4 cars featured here, which one should we take out for a spin here? Good question. I am thinking, let's go with Ferrari. And since today we do get some extra bonus, you know what? Let's load them up. They're offering their services for free. Sure, why not? Go for it. 8 laps at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway road course will put your car's service, even when it's fully upgraded with the double service bars, it will still put your car in critical condition afterwards. So I am going to hire Eric. Basically get everybody in the crew involved here. And off we go. All right. We're going, indeed. And unfortunately, no drafting activated in this series. Although that when we had the Ferrari Mobile Esports Limited Time Series, if I remember correctly, that series actually had drafting activated, so not very consistent. Some series have it, some series don't, and it's not like like Motorsports always get the drafting. Like this one is Motorsports category, but it does not use Motorsports currency, at least not yet. I'm not sure if it's something that's going to happen at some point. Some categories in Motorsports have been converted, right? For example, Formula E has been converted from the racing dollar to Motorsport dollars. And I can't think of any other category that has happened. Maybe some of the older endurance GT racing category races. I think 1962 season might have had that happen in the course of last 2 or 3 updates ago, maybe longer than that. But anyway, so on occasion there are some conversions that do take place, so they generally don't touch gold, but it's the question of I guess because motorsport dollars are a little bit harder to accumulate because there's a cap on how much you can get, right? So if you are thinking you have access more racing dollars to burn, basically, then taking care of these older motorsports seasons that they use racing dollars as the currency would be more beneficial, I want to say. Simply because what you spend, unless your cars are already upgraded and you spend all your racing dollars onto these cars, then I suppose waiting for motorsport dollar bonus might be a little beneficial as well for those in that particular category, which I kind of am, because a lot of my cars in this categories are maxed out, especially older cars, because older cars we get that upgrade discount given to us multiple times by now. So yeah, so that's the kind of currency management strategy if you really want to get into those topics. But yeah, I mean, that's approaching the game in a very different way. I mean, it's primarily a racing game, but I feel like I see it more often a matter of accounting game. I know. Hooray, what a fun game. No, but if you wanna you do have to have some strategy in place in order to make sure that you can afford some of the cars that they throw your way, because especially within last 2-3 years, the cars have gotten so expensive, and the rewards that we receive are really not keeping up with the upgrade cost, unless you're obviously like top tier racers that are able to land top 0.1% on weekly time trials every week, then you probably have access gold to burn. And they are obviously, team events are currently in hiatus as well, so that means that's one less avenue of earning some extra gold on the side, like run in a solo team. That's something that I used to do because they have those team rewards even when you don't necessarily rank in the gold rank. If you achieve certain goals within the team event, you will be able to pick up some gold rewards. So that was not for nothing. And if you're strapped for cash, that's some good way to earn your gold primarily, because that's the main currency that is always in short supply, right? Anyway, so those are some of the things that you might want to consider if you're fairly new. Just focus on really not spending too much and improving your skills using the same car to improve your time in a particular lap. Because before I joined a lot of online stuff in the game, back in the first year the game was released, I used to think I was like, yeah, I'm pretty good. At that point, I was using the assists, right? And all the things involved, and I thought like, yeah, if you got that kind of lap time at a particular circuit they had in the game, you feel pretty good. Like, yeah, I think I can go toe to toe with some of the world's best racers in real life. Only to realize in game, not so much. Uh, we are able to go significantly faster in the game than the it is possible in the real world. Obviously, that's one of the benefits of the video game, right? There's no consequences for crashing. And of course, Real Racing 3, the damage that occurs on the car when you go off track, yes, you do accumulate some damage, but not as severely as it would be in real world, right? Because you would shred your, you know, tires. Not to mention the whole alignment would get out of whack, traveling at the speed that we take. But anyway, so what's the point? Yeah, I used to think I was, pretty good, only to realize when I joined some of the Real Racing 3 online communities and saw what some of the really good guys can pull off, I was just like, oh my, I am not anywhere near halfway decent, as you might be able to guess running with the assist. Yeah, your lap time is gonna be like pretty trash in the game. So yeah, take off those assists. Brake assists can kind of come in handy to get a sense of where braking zone starts if you're not familiar with a particular track. But you can, it's really conservative when you see the brake assist give you. So if you, first of all, if you race in chase mode, you can tell when your brakes are engaged, because obviously, as you can see here, the brake light comes on. Most cars, obviously, there are a category of racers where that's not a thing, so don't worry about those. But these cars, most cars do, especially the ones that you would have access to early in your career of Real Racing 3. So then you get a sense of where the AI thinks the braking zone starts. And once you start taking the brake assist off, you can start to kind of push that a little bit further in. And as you get more upgrades, your braking zone will kind of change as well. But hey, look at that. A level up. Sweet. What do we get in 468? 56 gold. Well, don't mind me while I pick up this reward. Anyway, and the fame points, 12,240. Not the greatest, but, not the worst either. It would have been less than half of that if it weren't for the daily bonus and the agent, right, Natalia. So anyway, best lap, minute 6. I wasn't really paying attention to the lap time. To be honest, I was just kind of racing while talking, right? So mostly talking, kind of some tips for the beginners of the game. For the seasoned players, you guys already know what's up. But for those who are fairly new to the game and somehow stumbled upon this video, well, there's my thought on it. Anyway, oh, look at that. I only have like 4.5 service bars to start off with here. But anywho, so that is one more gold trophy closer to completing this 2018 season, where there are some 32 gold and 32,000 racing dollars to be earned. So, but that will go on to because each of these races are pretty lengthy. I'll post separate videos for each one of these. Maybe use different cars as well, since there are 4 cars, right? So anyway, stay tuned for more videos, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.